What's going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Destiny 2 today, and I'm actually on my lower level character. I wanted to show you guys how you can get gear pretty quick. So, going through the tutorial, I will say this, it did give me some decent gear. So I actually already have a weapon that's 1757 and a mask that's 1745. I think it gave me those though only because I do have an alternate character that's already a 1750. So I think it's trying to boost me faster. The mass, everything I had was only 1600, and then it does also give me the artifact already. But if you're an absolutely new character, I'm not sure how that's going to work with for you. But we are 1661, so even at 1600, you should be able to come here and do this as long as you have access to this place. So once you get past tutorial, it'll say that you can fast travel to certain areas and everything. Come to your destination and see if you can get access to the Dreaming City. If you cannot get access to the Dreaming City, then you are going to have to at least do the storyline until it gives you access to the Dreaming City. So once you're at the Dreaming City, keep in mind I don't have a Sparrow because this is a new character. So we're going to have to run and we're going to go straight in that big opening that's up there. So we're going to ignore this guy who's blasting away at us. Oh, I'm so tempted to just turn around and use a special on him. You can go one of two ways. You can go up this way or up this way. I'm actually going to go this way because I noticed an ogre right up there. So it's going to be easier to kind of avoid him by going this way. We'll come up this way. We'll kind of run around behind him. There's still going to be other guys up here, but we're just going to run past everybody. So we're going to go right up this back way. And straight inside the building over here. Look at that. They don't even know we're here. These guys do. But the other ones don't. But now that they shot us, they probably all do. So you kind of want to zigzag. Most of the time they read where you're going. So like if you're running to the right, they'll shoot to the right. If you're jumping, they'll shoot at you while you're in midair. Just be careful. Try to dodge as best you can. And then we need to go up there, which if you look here on the left and right, there are stairs that kind of coil up and around. So we're going to go up here. And keep in mind, you don't need anything to go in here other than some weapons, which it will give you weapons as you go through the tutorial. And then we're going to come around this way. You can go left or right here as well. They both go out to the same place. And then you can see here, this is called the Blind Well. So the Blind Well, you can see there's kind of like a little mask over this. So as soon as we go in there, we're going to start taking damage. If there's nothing going on, it won't have this. But if it is going on, I'll explain what we need to do as we go in here. So if it's happening right now, you need to head over to where you see that symbol. It's not always going to be on the left. It could be anywhere in here, but we're going to go ahead and head over there. So you can see there's a little bubble around this thing, and the bubble's actually getting smaller, which means they just completed this one. So there'll be another one that will appear here in a second over there. So we need to go over there. And if you get in this bubble, you won't be taking damage. Outside the bubble, you'll be taking damage unless you can pick up an orb that will sometimes drop from enemies, which right now we don't have any. But you'll just stay in here and you'll just kill stuff. So there is tier stuff that you can put in. That's not the orb I'm referring to either, by the way. I'll show you the orb if one drops. Normally it drops off of guys that are glowing like this. I can't even damage that guy. There's other ones that will be glowing without barriers around them. So those orbs, these ones here, you pick up one of these, you can see it gives you a harmony buff there on the left side. So that harmony buff will let you stay out here and not take damage. Or you can just stay in the circle the whole time. All the enemies are going to come to you anyway, so it doesn't really matter how you do it. I know a lot of people do like to run out there though. And then just be careful with these little ones that have the glowing heads if you're new to the game, because they do run up to you and they explode on you. But basically what happens is you're going to be in here and you're just going to keep running to different little things. You go inside of them and you'll basically kill all kinds of creatures and everything that are coming at you. You'll keep doing this until it goes to the very middle, which the middle is over there. You can kind of see in the fog right there, that middle area with the bubble around it. That is going to be the last place you're going to go to. Once you complete this and all the missions and everything, it will end up dropping loot, and the loot is really good. It would definitely be loot that is higher than your character has. Like I said, even if you're at 1600 as a new character, you might not get the gear that I'm going to get, because it's probably going to give me 17 something, but it will be increased from whatever your character has. So say you're at 1600, you're a new character, it's going to give you something like 1650 or something like that. Either way, you will get better gear, and you'll want to stay in here and keep doing this until 1750. Now don't get me wrong, if you guys want to go and do the story and play it that way, you can get gear from doing the story too. There's nothing against that, but I'm just saying, for those of you who don't really care about story and you guys are just like, I want to level, that's where this comes in handy. So looks like we finished here. It's probably going to trigger the center. Yep. So in here you'll have a whole bunch of these glowing guys, like that one over there, this one here. You'll have to kill them. Once all of the glowing guys are dead, the ogres right there that are immune currently, they will end up being not immune, so that you can actually hit them. But you do have to kill all the glowy guys first. Ow, someone just exploded on me. And once they're vulnerable, you can use your special, do whatever you want. Wow, he went back to... Pretty sure I was doing damage to him. But once they're vulnerable, once they're vulnerable, you can go ahead and attack them. And you just stay in here, just keep doing that. Someone may or may not trigger a heroic event. If it becomes heroic, just keep doing the same thing. Keep killing ogres and everything else, and you will eventually, oh my god, you'll eventually kill, what you need to. It also looks like the guys that are dropping those orbs are what's letting me hit him, not that they're just dead. There we go, he's dead. Run around, pick up some of these. Oh no, I thought that was an engram. There's oh, the engram went away. So any of the engrams you miss, they will automatically be given to you anyway. But the way that people do this is you come in here and you'll have 3 different tiers here that you can do. You'll have a 1, a 2, and a 3. Depending on which one they do will depend on how good the loot is you get. Usually 3 is the best one. But you'll come in here and you'll literally just keep doing this over and over. If you don't have any of the things to put in here, like I don't on this character, I guarantee you someone is going to come in here and they're going to be doing it anyway, because they're going to be helping their friends level, they're going to be wanting themselves to level. Whatever the case is, they will be doing it all on their own. But you can just come in here and just keep doing stuff with these guys. There's almost always someone in here. If there's no one in here, I suggest just waiting, and they will eventually pop in and you can keep going that way. But we're actually going to get out of here. There's the exit. Oh, please let me get out before I die. Ooh, okay. Alright, so we were at 1661, 1660, something like that. Hi, I didn't see you there. So the gear that we got from this, as you can see, my chest piece 1600, that's 1745. That's probably also going to be 17. So like I said, all the stuff that I got is 17, but that is just because my other character who is higher than this is 17 as well. So, but yeah, I mean, you'll just want to stay in here. You'll keep doing the same thing over and over. If you don't like grinding like this, you don't have to. You can literally just go and do just about anything to get to 1750. You can do Gambit, you can do the Crucible, you can do Vanguard. If you're new to the game, what I'm talking about is the things up here. If you go to destinations, so these things up here, don't look at the Legends one. That's probably out of your range if you are a new character. This is raids and new stuff that some of it I have not even completed, which on my other characters actually it looks different than this, but I'm sure that's because this is a new character. Anyway, so the Vanguards, you have your Strikes, your Nightfalls, and your Grandmaster. You won't be able to do the Nightfalls or the Grandmaster Nightfall as a new character. You'll probably only be able to do this because it is recommended level 1600. You can do weekly ones out of there, which will give you better gear. But I would suggest holding off on those until you do hit at least 1750. Gambit, same thing. It's PvP and PvE. You can go in there. You can basically you start in a PvE area. You'll go in there, you'll kill a whole bunch of things, and your main objective is to kill your boss before the other team does. There'll be a portal that will take you to basically the same map you're on, except you'll be in there with the enemies, or with the other, how can I say, the other players, not the people that are on your team, but the other team. So basically you can go through that portal, you can kill people from the other team. If you kill the people from the other team, it basically slows down their progress, and they'll be trying to do the same thing coming into your game and killing you. It'll say an invader has invaded your territory, things like that. And the screen will kind of glow red. They'll be running around as a red color, so you'll be able to see which ones they are. Gambit's pretty fun, but it's not for everybody. Crucible is straight up PvP. They do have a lot of different game modes in here. If you're just looking for a team deathmatch, that's going to be your Mayhem. I don't know why they call it this, but it's basically team deathmatch. You just go in there and you just kill the other team. It's 6-on-6. Crucible Labs, I think it's a different playlist, but it also has other things in here that you guys can do. That's why it's called Labs. It does say it's a work in progress Crucible experience, so I'm assuming that is something that is fairly new. Competitive, that is the same thing, except it's 3-on-3 and it's ranked. Control, that is kind of like your domination, where you go in, you control different areas. I think zone control is the same as control. I'm not sure what the difference is between these two. Achieve victory by capturing zones or defeating opponents. Achieve victory by controlling zones. Okay, so I didn't realize that was a difference with these two, because I don't do too much of these. I don't really like them too much. So zone control is just holding the zones. Control is holding the zones and getting kills. And then of course you have your private match, and you have Rumble, which Rumble is just free for all. And that's it. The rest of these places I'm not going to explain, because if you're a new player, you will eventually come up to those if you're doing the storyline. So just do the storyline, you will come across those, and it'll show you everything about it. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll wait to claim this stuff on my other character. As you can see, I just hit 19 with this character. Well, 19 across the board. This does go across the board, all the stuff I've gotten on my other character. So, but thank you guys for joining me. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Make sure you guys are hitting that sub button, that like button, and then if you guys would like to know every time I post a new video or I go live or anything, make sure you're also hitting that notification bell icon. It will let you know every time I go live or post a video. With the notification bell icon, if you just click on it, it's going to only let you know about some of them. If you want to know about all of them, which I'm not suggesting, but if you want to know every time I do post a video, every single time, then you'll have to actually click on it to mark it, and then you'll have to open it up by right clicking on it, or double clicking, depending on if you're using your phone, whatever. And you'll have to actually customize that to show all notifications from my channel. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video.